No, I think everybody, when you lose, it's hard. It's hard to handle because we don't prepare for a loss. It's hard, but at the end of the day, you need to see who you lost, and it's boxing.
That's nice, though. Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the game, we taking shots off the rebound. Look at my posters, say now, I've been humble too long, yeah. Tell them all to stay calm, yeah. Tell them all to move on, yeah. Look at my posters, say now, they be lost in the sauce, yeah. Took a loss, that's your loss, yeah. Had to get my point across, yeah. Heard them lanes was talking now and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't need to watch them know that I'll be here in no time. Put a candle on it, had to tell them they could blow mine. Lights, camera, action, shows.
From the heart of Mexico, a young warrior emerged, blessed by nature with exceptional abilities, unshakable courage, and never-ending determination, rising to become one of the greatest the world of boxing has ever seen. Saul Alvarez, Canelo. Seen as the next big thing in Mexican boxing, Canelo Alvarez has fulfilled every bit of that vision and more. Considered by many as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Canelo has risen to the pinnacles of boxing, setting himself as an all-time great. In the rough outskirts of Guadalajara, Canelo emerged as the youngest among 7 brothers, all destined for the ring. However, what made Canelo stand out wasn't just his freckles and fiery red hair that earned him the nickname Canelo. It was also his raw, untamed talent.
Ready to go! And he's gone! Canelo knocks out the 39-year-old! He's not gonna get up! It's over! And it is over! Canelo Alvarez gets the knockout!
Win after win after win, Canelo's fame grew. In 2010, Golden Boy came calling. Under the promotion, Canelo's win streak continued. Displaying superior technicality, strength, and toughness, Canelo fought his way to the top, becoming the mandatory challenger for the WBC light middleweight title. And in March 2011, Alvarez faced Matthew Hatton for the belt. Hatton was no match for the young Mexican.
Feel the will of Alvarez just wearing and wearing and wearing. And what a combination by Alvarez.
Ultimately, they beat Canelo. He is a prodigy. At the age of 20, to be fighting at the level he's fighting and to already have the resume he has.
Now Alvarez is man, left and right. Alvarez.
Damas y caballeros de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
After a 5th-round knockout win over Josecito Lopez, Canelo faced an undefeated southpaw, 154-pounder, Austin Trout.
Alvarez looking to defend and unify the titles, looking to prove to everyone that his talent is indeed equal to the mega popularity that he's achieved in his young career. While Austin Trout wants to silence the crowd and bring both belts back to Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Canelo took the fight to Trout from the opening bell. As the match went on, Alvarez's power took over.
But this is Canelo needs to start landing. And there's a right hand that connects for Canelo. Flashes the jab, doubles up the jab, follows up with a right hand to the torso. Canelo loads up with
Trout gave Canelo a second light middleweight world title belt. A 42-0 record and a brilliant display against Trout, Canelo felt he was ready to take on the best, Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Money Mayweather! Hard work! Hard work! Hard work! Hard work! All work is what? All work is what? All work is what?
And welcome to the MGM Grand Garden Arena here.
Mayweather outclassed and outboxed his younger opponent.
He's doing what he wants to do. And again, Dave, you said, when have you ever seen this kid in the corner like this? Bagging on the ground, not getting mad, not coming out. Why doesn't he grab him and throw him down? And let this guy beat him up. Look at that right hand.
Although the fight would go the distance, it was a humiliating defeat.
Floyd Money Mayweather!
Learning harsh lessons was a vital part of the rebuilding process, and having been schooled by Mayweather, Saul Canelo Alvarez was on a road to rediscover his star power. Canelo 2.0 was birthed.
No pude agarrarlo. Es un peleador muy elusivo, muy inteligente y no pude agarrarlo.
With his defensive skills on a higher level and his head movement more impeccable than ever, Canelo tore through his opponents. 2 victories in 2014, followed by a total mauling of Kirkland, Canelo jumped up in weight for a super fight with Miguel Cotto for the WBC middleweight title.
Te di un reto, ¿por qué? Porque estás a veces confiándote o payaseando. Hay que hacer las cosas bien, hijo.
Don't stay too long, okay? All right, now here, be safe. Don't throw the lazy jab, okay? Right. He's gonna counter with the right hand over the top.
The fight went the distance, and Canelo won the unanimous decision. Display against Julio Chavez Jr., the long-awaited showdown between Canelo and legendary knockout artist Gennady Golovkin, Triple G, was set.
Who is it?
Golovkin, you are next, my friend. Eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores.
For this fight, Canelo moved up to 160. Like fans had expected, it was a tough battle between 2 dangerous men.
The question is, can the counterpuncher make the offensive fighter look different than he normally does?
In the last 6 rounds tonight, as they begin to get a little bit looser, more comfortable firing with each other, more willing to test each other's chins and fortitude.
The fight is still unclear.
12th round, the judges couldn't find anything to separate the victor. However, many felt Triple G had done enough to win, and this controversy set up the rematch to settle the score.
John scores it, 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
At the end of the day, a draw is a result that could be satisfied.
Almost exactly a year later came another battle. This time, Canelo had taken his lessons from their first encounter.
Begging Canelo Alvarez not to run in this fight. So far, he's not running. These shots matter quite a bit in judging the fight. So far, Canelo looks like a different man.
Canelo stood his ground and took the fight to Golovkin.
Fans are on their feet in the final seconds. These fighters deserve it. Both men are spent. And it's over.
Your winner by majority decision and new WBC WBO
Canelo was the clear victor, unifying the middleweight titles. The win against Golovkin made Canelo the biggest attraction in world boxing and set him on a path of extraordinary performances, and set his sights on the super middleweight division. He dropped down in weight from 175 back down to 168 and targeted an undefeated Callum Smith for the unified WBA and WBC championships. Canelo decimated his opponent over 12 rounds. After making quick work of his mandatory challenger, Canelo carried his momentum into a showdown with the brash WBO super middleweight champion, Billy Joe Saunders. Saunders was undefeated and thought to be a true challenge for Alvarez, but Canelo showed the world that he was on a different level. After a grueling 7 rounds, Canelo came out with full force in the 8th, landing a big shot that shattered his opponent's orbital bone.
Weary of the shot that are coming their way. He's like a man into it. Well, that's the power from Canelo.
This would ultimately signal the end of the fight. Canelo now possessed 3 of the 4 super middleweight belts. All that remained was a showdown with IBF champion Caleb Plant. In November 2021, in a fight that would determine the first undisputed super middleweight champion in the 4-belt era, Plant was undefeated, entering the fight with 21 wins. Despite moments of fear for Canelo during the fight, he recovered brilliantly. The finishing blow would come in the 11th round.
Vicious shot to the body, and Plant is not to say, oh, you just got hurt.
Plant goes down for the first time in his career. High drop on round 11.
With the victory, Alvarez captured the IBF world title and had proven that he reigns over the rest. In less than a year, the Mexican sensation had defeated every notable title holder, establishing himself as the first and only undisputed champion in the super middleweight division. Canelo was on top of the world and the best pound-for-pound fighter globally. At this point, every fighter wanted a taste of Canelo, not just for his titles, but for the sweet sound of the cash register ringing. The undefeated WBA light heavyweight champion, Dimitri Bivol, emerged as the #1 candidate. Canelo went back up in weight for the fight that would ultimately be a blemish in his blazing career.
Canelo Alvarez continued to boldly go where no man has gone before, or is he about to run into a 175-pound stop sign in the undefeated light heavyweight champion of the world, in Dimitri Bivol?
Canelo struggled to break through Bivol's technical strength and had trouble landing clean punches. Bivol outlanded the Mexican every round. In a surprise upset, Canelo suffered the second loss of his career. A huge 3-fight deal with PBC followed a successful defense against John Ryder.
When I got the call, there's nothing that I could say other than jump on it, let's go, and let's get it.
And while Jermall Charlo was lined up as the first fight of the contract, it was his twin brother, Jermell, who stepped in, leading to the first ever battle of undisputed champions in boxing history. It was like watching Mayweather versus Canelo all over again. But this time, Canelo was the professor.
Canelo loves to attack your arms, your shoulders. Remember what happened to Tom Smith? He suffered the biceps. And there's a right hand. But again, Canelo loading up on every punch. Oh, the right hand that staggers,
Although unable to secure a knockout victory, Canelo dominated the 12 rounds, emerging as the champion. Saul Canelo Alvarez has cemented his legacy as one of the greatest boxers to ever fight. But he isn't done yet. He keeps getting better and looks to continue his dominance in the world of boxing. Waiting in his path are a series of worthy challengers, among which is Benavidez, who with a record of 24 knockouts and 28 wins, holds the record of the youngest super middleweight in history. It's a dream matchup for boxing fans, especially as many believe Benavidez is capable of adding another blemish to Canelo's legacy. Still, whether this fight happens or not, Canelo has already established himself as one of the all-time greats.
Bud comes up to 168, you'd consider it?
Yeah, why not?
You'd do it?
Yeah.
168.
168.
Okay, that's the way.
Let's try to convince
Let's convince Bud to go to 168. Do you feel